scripture bottle up there.
Hey, welcome. Live with Dave and Bev. Shelley Greenlee is here. Hey, guys. I tell you what, I love it. It's about time to play some baseball. Do you hear the music in the background, y'all? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But
that music makes me want to do the limbo.
Yes. Hey, Shelley, you go right ahead and do that. We would love to see you do a little limbo.
Listen, I've been in my house so long, don't put it past me.
Bev, I'm sure you could do the limbo.
Oh, I don't need to throw anything out.
Well, hey, it's been great. You know, with everything getting warm, and I know that we're still trapped inside, and eventually we'll be back. I'm definitely in the mood for some baseball. I pulled out the old Nashville Sounds hat. I got this in 1987 at the Greer Stadium. It still fits my head a little bit.
I think that's called vintage now.
It is. 87, for me, I remember 87, Chris Sabo, Barry Larkin, and Eric Davis. I don't know if anybody remembers them, but they played for the Cincinnati Reds in 1990, and we beat the Oakland A's. I'll never forget it. But anyway, enough of that.
I'll take your
Bev, talk to me. How you doing, girl?
Hey, I'm good. We're still missing everybody. You know, it's I don't know what week we're in, but we're way into this into this quarantine, and we miss everybody so much. But you know, the worship yesterday was great, and yes, David, your preaching was phenomenal. And,
that's what I tell everybody.
Yeah. And Rob's class was great. Susie's class. You know, it's so good to have those means to come together on Sunday, you know, when we've been apart from each other. And I miss everybody at church. I miss our family. I just, you know, that's the hardest part to me of all this. And but we're going to be back together soon, and the devotions have been excellent. I particularly enjoyed Anissa's this morning. I might be a little biased.
Just a little.
Yeah, just a little, but it was fantastic, and they've all been so good, and everybody stepped up to pitch in and do those. And you know, when you're away from each other physically like we are, it's so good that we have the technology to connect and be together this way, and through Zoom meetings and everything else. It's just if it were 50 years ago, we would be in a much different situation than we are today, where we can connect. So, but it's you know, it'll be so good when we can be back together. But I just miss everybody, and I know we all miss each other. But this is a pretty good substitute for being together.
It works. It works.
Yeah.
It works. Well, Bev, we definitely miss seeing everybody. Shelley, tell me about how you were doing. I also talk about Stoney, because I know Stoney's on the front line, and also about AG. I know she's graduating. Just talk a little bit.
Our house is kind of all over the place, both emotionally and physically. I'm distance teaching, distance learning for the kids. Hardest work I've ever done in my life. I spend a lot of time at a desk, which I'm not used to. I'm used to up and moving around. Literally have body pains I did not know were possible. I try to get up and move, and I get why these people do these standing desks now.
Yes.
Distance learning is going well, just busy. Stoney is doing great. Keep praying. He's healthy. He's still strong. We've had the blessing of him actually getting to work from home for a couple of days.
That's good.
He's not home now, but he had a couple days last week simply because his clinic is trying to keep a healthy management team at all times. So they're taking turns staying and working at home versus working at the clinic itself. But we appreciate your prayers. They are definitely felt. His body remains strong and healthy at this point, which has been my prayer the whole time. So yeah, he's doing well. As far as AG, I think she's handling all of this better than I am. She went through her initial sadness. I would say she had a couple weeks of that. But it's been an emotional few weeks, you know. I think the time of having, as you well know, David, having a senior is emotional anyway. But then when all of it is just kind of jerked right out from under you, all these things you've been planning for a year, and graduation, not knowing when that's going to take place or what that's going to look like, or even if she's going to get to start college at Belmont in August. There's so many unknowns. And to me, that's the most difficult part of this whole thing. My entire life, I have always been one to focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. Stoney calls me Pollyanna for that reason. He said, you're always looking at the positive. Just one time, be ticked off about something. Well, I'm not saying I haven't been ticked off about something, but in general, I try to focus on the positive. And that's the struggle I'm having with this. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's not a date. There's not a time. And so just trying to stay up and positive. And I'm with Bev. I miss people. I love Stoney dearly. I don't know what I'd do without him. I love AG dearly. It's not that I'm tired of them. I miss interaction and I miss people. But health-wise, we're all good. We have jobs and we're charging on through, just knowing that each day that goes by, we're one day closer to all this being over.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll be there. Well, that sounds good. Is Les here, Bev?
Les is here.
I'm here, David. I haven't missed a thing.
All right. That's enough of you. Go ahead and get off the screen. But we're glad that y'all are here. Hey, I'm going to share my little slideshow, if y'all don't mind, of some pictures and some different things that are going on, prayer requests. So if you'll give me just a second. Worship was good. I did enjoy Sunday, and we are thinking about people and wondering, that was our Sunday morning crowd at our house. DJ and Johnny got dressed up.
I noticed that.
Yes. Yes, and you can see Jack. Jack is down there. Anyway, I felt like that was a scene from some Italian restaurant in the back of a room. We're getting ready to take a hit out on somebody.
Yeah, really.
It looks a little weird. The two guys dressed up, and then you got Jack laying down on the couch. It's a little strange, but anyway, that's amore, right?
That's amore.
Makes me miss the Caesars restaurant in Lions Head Village.
Oh, I loved that place.
Yes, the greasy garlic rolls that were so good.
They were just like sitting in butter. Oh,
yes.
I forgot.
They were fantastic. But anyway, so worship was yesterday. We've got a bunch of other things coming up. Mother's Day is May 10th. We cannot forget that. That is still happening. And like the slide says, the best moms are harder to find than hand sanitizer. And that is the truth. But Mother's Day is coming up May 10th.
Yes, we've got some special plans for that. I'm excited for that.
Yes, I was about to call you Susie.
That's all right.
Sorry. Shelley, why don't you tell us a little bit about Mother's Day?
Yeah, so we want to hear about mamas, both those that are still here with us and those that aren't. So if you will, and David's going to send you an email too, but you don't have to wait for his email. You will have to wait for his email if you don't have my email address. But we want kids to do this. We want adults to do this. We want everyone that wants to be a part of this to do this. Write one word that describes your mother, either on a piece of paper. You could get creative and write it on a chalkboard or something you have around your house. One word that describes your mother. Have somebody take a picture of you. If the whole family wants to do it, that's even better. Take a picture of you holding those signs and send me that picture. We're going to do something special with that for Mother's Day. So as long as I have those in the next probably 7 to 10 days, that would be awesome. But yeah, just grab a piece of paper or something special around your house to write a word on to describe your mom. Take a picture of yourself holding it and smiling. Be creative with it, and you just might see those on Mother's Day.
Absolutely. I am sure that me and my boys will be extremely creative for Susie.
I expect you to write a word with your bodies, David. I want to see letters formed with your bodies.
I am thinking letters painted on our bodies.
Oh my word.
But
anyway, come on, buddy. Go bigger. Go.
We will see what we can do. But hey, for those of you who do not tune in a lot, but on Friday nights we have a big trivia night. It's 8 o'clock. It's a live trivia night. It's serious competition. We have lots of different trivia rounds. We had 2 rounds this past week. The second round was in honor of the Candyman. and it was all questions based around candy. And so, but anyway, that if you can see that picture on the slide, it was in honor of the Candy Man. We had 2 winners. The first winner was the GOAT himself. He's won twice again. Brian Taylor, looking pretty good out there. What do you think, Bev?
I like that. I like that.
I would love to be in the middle of somewhere tubing like that right now. That would
Yes. Yes. Yeah, Brian's enjoying himself. He won 1 round. Jesse Fulton won the second round.
Go Jesse.
Right,
Yes.
go Jesse.
Yes.
Way to go.
So big deal. Big shout out to Jesse.
Jesse likes kisses. Does anyone else see all of the, I like kisses too, Jesse. I get it.
Yes. That was off of her Facebook page on National Kissing Day.
Oh, well,
So I
how
don't know anything about
appropriate.
that. Yes. But let's get down to business. Let's talk about prayer requests. We've got several people we want to pray for. Patty Huddleston. What's the word on that, Bev?
Patty, I texted with her this morning, and she's had a really rough time again. We were hoping, because I could give her something for that bone pain she was feeling, that it would be better this time, but I think that created some other issues. So she's been struggling. She said she was in a chair for the first time in several days. So it was rough. So just pray for her to feel better soon and recover from that so she can get geared up for her next treatment.
You know, Bev, the great thing about Patty Huddleston is just full of joy.
Amen.
Even in the midst of pain, she's full of joy. She's smiling. She's putting up with Wayne.
Amen.
Just a few days ago, she posted this on her Facebook.
Yes, she did. It was awesome. It was awesome.
And that's the guy from Six Flags. So shout out to Patty. Patty, we do love you and we miss you. So keep praying.
We love
for
that
Patty.
sense of humor, Patty. We do. Yes,
Absolutely.
we're praying for you.
And then about Wendy Griffin. Talk about a little bit about Wendy Griffin.
Well, Wendy, I think she had her second treatment today, so I've not heard anything since then, and she probably is not having any effects from it just yet, but pray for Wendy. She had a tough time last time too, so we're hoping this time will be a little bit easier on Wendy. At least we pray for that. You know, these treatments can be just so devastating at times, but they're both troopers, and we're going to pray them through this process, and they're going to be well. So
absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, we're still praying for Jessica Owens' friends, Kimberly and Kenneth. And I know they've both been in the hospital. They both are in the hospital. And
they're
I
still
know
in the hospital, but they're doing better. They're improving. So that's good news. He was on a ventilator. I think he ended up pulling his own vent out the other day, and they were able to keep it out, I think. So he's been improving, and she is too, but they're both still hospitalized. So
okay.
And then our next one is Daryl Bates, his dad, who we've been expecting to pass any moment. He's still hanging on and not eating or drinking, but just a matter of time. So that's really stressful, you know, going through that for everybody. And
It's an exhausting.
it is. So just pray for that family and Daryl's mom as well. And it's just tough, you know, so.
Sure.
And then continue to remember our the ones that have lost loved ones, Loretta and the loss of Leonard, and Gayla and the loss of her mom, and Gayla's dad, and Jesse, and then Leanne and the loss of her aunt last week. So you know, just continue to keep them in your prayers. This is a tough time for people that have lost loved ones, because we can't surround them, you know, we can't hug them, we can't love on them, you know, but we can, you know, send them messages or a card, or just let them know they're still being thought about. So just
Absolutely.
keep prayers.
Absolutely.
We have several people that have expressed concerns over somebody they know that it was working with somebody that's come down with the COVID-19, and, you know, they're stressed about, you know, their family situation and all. So it's just a really scary time when you're around that. So pray for several people, just for everybody, to keep us all safe from this disease. And you know, that our trend will still be going down in Nashville, that it will go down. I think it was rising yesterday, but just pray that the outbreak goes away. I understand that warm weather is a deterrent for it. So maybe with warmer weather, you know, things will get better and we can get through this and get back together. So
absolutely. We'll just keep praying for that. And we need to keep checking on each other, texting each other, calling each other,
yeah.
you know, keep giving, keep up the giving. The giving's been really good. And we appreciate all the, you know, the cheerfulness, the sacrifice that y'all have been doing as you give. We ask you to continue to give either through the website where it talks about the online giving, through Venmo. You can do that. You can send your check through the mail. We check the mail every single day at the church building. You can also drop off your giving every Saturday from 10 to 11. I'm there. So continue to give. We're continue to help and work at the church. And we will be back. But Shelley, we have brought you here to talk about the children's ministry. Talk to us, girl. What's happening?
I miss those kids so much. Between my school kids and my church kids, I feel like I've been imprisoned in a way. But I feel like I'm doing a daily email. Actually, it was a daily email until last week, and I moved it to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday with a family devotional. And then it ends every day with some boredom busters, because I know parents are struggling right now to keep their kids busy. On a day like this, it's a little easier, but on those days like this weekend, no. So those family devos are things that sometimes involve like an object lesson, or sometimes just sitting down and having some discussion. And then also sharing boredom busters with them. What's been really cool is that I've been able to connect with people that aren't even at Western Hills, that are just looking for something like that for their family. So I've been sending these to people, some whom I've never met, but have said, so-and-so, who I do know, has sent me this. Would you mind adding me to the list? And so that's been encouraging. And when I can remember, David, I have to get you to teach me how to pre-schedule things to go out on Facebook. I don't know how to do that. When I can remember, I post those on Facebook too. But so many times I get wrapped up in school and I forget to post those every day. So that's one thing going on. And then I'm about to add another element on those Tuesdays and Thursdays of reading a book to the kids. I love to read to kids, and kids love to be read to. Some adults love to be read to. But I'm going to record myself reading some of the
that's good.
incredible Max Lucado books that I love, that have so many messages within them, and start posting those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I hope to start that on Thursday this week, at the latest next week, because I feel like we're in this for the long haul. I have some plans for Mother's Day I'm kind of excited about, but I can't say anything because it's a secret. And then for the most part, though, it's been just providing families with the resources that they need to keep their kids engaged, to keep their kids busy. But I also have been really excited about some of the videos that I've gotten from families and texts that I've gotten from families saying, hey, you know, I want you to know we had a discussion tonight that I don't know would have happened otherwise. So it's really spurring some discussions and some different family activities that maybe wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Yeah.
So,
your daily devotionals have been great, I thought.
Oh,
you know,
thank you.
yeah, I've been reading those, and yeah, great for kids, you know, to have things to do.
Well, I just feel like our families, for the first time, American families in general, for the first time in a lot of years, maybe since I was little, are eating together.
Yep.
They are sitting together at night. They're not running from ball field to court to whatever else they've got to do, swimming pools. And so to be able to provide them with those resources, and maybe those things that, even if it's just one question in the Devo that spurs discussion in their families, then it's doing what I want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's great.
Families are using it that maybe didn't have Devo time before.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Camp, David, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. There have been a lot of questions about camp, and we hope to have an answer for everyone in the coming days soon, because we know that that is really only about 5 weeks out. But know that if we are not able to have camp, we already have our minds churning with ideas of things that we want to do this summer in place of maybe some all-day things for our younger kids, maybe an overnight thing at the church for our older kids. Just know that we're planning through that. David's in contact with Camp Hillmont. And then obviously we have state mandates and things that we have to follow as well. It's just a different situation. Rest assured that if you have paid and we cancel camp, you will get your money back. That's not even a question. I've even had some families contact me and say, we're not going to be doing camp this year, and we've been able to refund those. So just hang in there. We'll have news soon, and David will get that out to you.
Yeah, and if camp doesn't happen this year, we're gonna miss it in a big way.
Yeah.
But like Shelley said, we're gonna do something this summer, and next summer, man, it'll be crazy. It'll be nuts. It'll be nuts. So we're still gonna have a great time, and we're praying about it, thinking about it. We're also thinking about Promise Keepers at the end of July. Now that we kind of know how things are gonna go with as far as assembling, I think we're going to move ahead and start scheduling and start getting things together for Promise Keepers. You'll hear more about that, men. As we get ready to close up our session today, we've got to do birthdays, right? It's birthday time. Let me get this slideshow up here. Let's look at some birthday people. All right, and we're going to get excited about this. We might even see if we can't even get some music on here.
Yes.
You never know what we'll have. Let me see if I can get this thing on here. Here we go. Whoa. I'll get there eventually.
Keep going.
Oh, here we go.
I love it.
Braden's birthday. Braden tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, let me turn this Stevie Wonder down. Braden Jenkins.
I love this song.
Yes, this is for you, Bev. Happy birthday, even though it's not your birthday.
Happy birthday, Braden. We hope you have a great day tomorrow.
You look great in your picture.
Yes.
He's a big senior.
Congratulations.
Gary Hughes' birthday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought, my bad. I don't know what happened there.
I bet you don't. Oh, there we go.
That's the picture I was looking for.
Gary, he has his eyes closed.
Yes, that was taken during my sermon back in January.
Oh yeah.
So happy birthday, Jerry Hughes.
Happy birthday, Jerry.
Yes. What about this girl?
Carly.
Happy birthday, Carly. She's got a birthday coming up.
Yes.
Yes, she
May
does.
May the 4th be with you, Carly. May the 4th.
Like that.
Very nice. Beth,
Happy
why don't you
birthday.
share with us about Taylor Cheatham? I know some people know him, some people don't. Help us out with that.
Yes, we had Terry Cheatham was our music minister for a while, and they had 3 children, and one of them was Taylor. Their oldest is Taylor, and he has special needs, and he's turning 30 on May 1st. So I think Carice was trying to have a party for him, but with what's going on now, she had to cancel that. So she was hoping to get any cards or just shout outs to him on her Facebook page or something like that. So we want to wish Taylor a happy 30th birthday. So happy birthday, Tay. And Timmy's in the other room going, happy birthday, Taylor. Tomorrow I'm going to send out the month of May birthday list in its entirety. But some people like to send cards and they like to have a little bit more planning time than what we give them on this live with Dave and Bev and Shelley. But I'll send that out, and I'll include Taylor's address if any of you remember him and want to send him a card. I know he would be tickled to death. So.
Oh, absolutely. He would love it. He would love it.
Who doesn't love receiving mail on their birthday?
I know. Everybody does. So, and thank you to everybody that religiously send out cards. You know, that it is a blessing. I mean, when we're so keyed into Facebook and emails and stuff, you know, a lot of times we don't do the actual cards through snail mail, and those are fun to get. So, yeah. So thank y'all for those that do that on a regular basis.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, anybody else got anything to say? Bev, Shelley, any parting words?
If any of you have any updates to a prayer list that you want us to include, just let me know or David know, and we'll add them and be praying for them. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, don't forget to send those Mother's Day pictures.
Yes.
My email to remember Shelley Greenlee at yahoo.com. So
Absolutely.
that was my favorite song when I was little.
I know. This
I
is
know
for the
every
sounds.
word.
I remember catching white frisbees in the stands. Hey guys, y'all have a great day. It's been Live with Dave, Bev, and Shelley. We love you.
We love y'all. Love you. Miss you.
Bye, guys. Nice to meet you.